Friends, today let's talk about these guys. Let's talk about how to pick the right chickens for your family. This can be a stressful experience if you consider it. Depending upon your situation and depending upon how you decide to raise your chickens. The 5 tips on how to pick the right chicken for your family. So today I actually have 2 catalogs. We have purchased our chicks from these hatcheries before. I have Hoover. Hi. And then I have Whelp. We have also received catalogs in the past from Murray McMurray. We've also purchased chickens from Tractor Supply. All are great. Actually, Hoover's supplies Tractor Supply with their chickens here in the upper Midwest, Minnesota, Iowa, western Wisconsin. We can go into why we chose those hatcheries at a different point. But today we're going to talk about how to pick the right chickens for your family, for your purpose. Here on our homestead, we have meat birds that we raise specifically for meat, and then we have layers that we have specifically for laying, but then they fulfill their purpose by coming soup birds, we call them. So when you're picking your chickens, you want to decide, is it meat only? Is it layer only? Or there's a third option, and you want them to be a dual purpose. A lot of times they are a larger breed, but they will lay and fulfill their purpose, but they provide enough meat for you to effectively use them for a meat bird when the time comes. Just for example, ones that are pretty much layer only are going to be your leghorns, your California whites, your bantams, which are more of a smaller breed of chicken. Your meat only birds are going to be your Cornish cross broilers, your Freedom Rangers, or your Red Rangers. It depends upon the hatchery that you get them from. And I will show you here. So Whelp this year has a Freedom Ranger. They have a red broiler, a slow white broiler, and then of course their Cornish cross broiler. Red broiler is a newer breed, so it's kind of a cross between the Freedom Ranger and a Cornish cross, and gives you a better in between. But when you want to look at the dual purpose breeds, so next when you want to look at your dual purpose breeds, you are going to look for a chicken that is a little bit larger. Typically those are going to be like your Rhode Island Red, your Black Sex Link, your ISA Brown, and depending upon the hatchery, they might have different names. Also the Black Australorp, which is also a great dual purpose bird. I will warn you that their skin is black, just like their feathers. So don't let that deter you from choosing that breed. They are a great layer, and they are also going to be a great meat bird from our experience. The next thing, number 2, what you want to look for is their tolerance. Heat tolerance or cold hardy. Ideally, depending upon where you are, like here in Minnesota, we kind of look for heat tolerant and cold hardy birds. But it just depends upon where you're located and kind of what your climate is like on heat, cold, etc. Tip number 3 is the reliancy on you. So are they going to be reliant on you as the chicken farmer, the owner, to get grain from? Or are they a good forager? Are they going to go out and find food? We prefer birds that are better at foraging. Here, they help keep the bug control population down. And I mean, they do get grain, but since we let them free range throughout the day, as long as the weather is nice, we want them to be good foragers. Again, tip number 3, grain, forage. Typically if they forage, they will need to have some grain, but that's kind of the 2 choices there. So tip number 4, friendliness. This is huge, especially if you have kids and you're free ranging, or if you have not free ranging your kids, free ranging your chickens, or if you have kids and they'll be helping you with the chores, or you just don't have super a lot of experience with chickens. Friendliness is key, especially when you're looking at if you're going to have a rooster, because their goal is to protect the hens. They will go tooth nail to death for their hens. We have experienced that. He survived. But he was really aggressive. So you want, just because of his breed. So that's another thing that you want to look at. I can tell you that as we're looking into our spring 2019 chickens, this is one when we're looking at another rooster, or even with your hens. I would say for protection, even if you don't get a rooster, for protection, you want your hens to be fairly docile and friendly. You don't want to have to chase them around the yard for any reason if you need to. You can train them, kind of, if you will, with treats or mealworms. So friendliness, there's that. And lastly, number 5 to consider is egg color. Some people and some of the customers that buy eggs from us prefer only white eggs. Some prefer only brown eggs. And they say that there's a taste flavor difference in the eggs. I personally don't experience that, but I don't really differentiate my eggs when I eat. I kind of just throw them all in the pan if I'm doing scrambled eggs, or I don't really pay attention to the different shell colors when I'm cooking. But I think for me, maybe the difference in the egg color is most of the chickens who most of the chickens who lay the white shelled eggs, they eat mostly grain. The brown shells are likely, ideally, to be better foragers. And then the Easter eggers are just kind of like in between. I haven't had experience with Easter eggers, so if you do, leave a comment below and give some feedback on, in your experience, are they good foragers or are they more grain focused? And so take that into consideration when you're looking at chickens. White shell, brown shell, Easter egger, or you really don't care. We actually don't really care. On the egg color, we tried to pick the chicken based on kind of their personality instinct traits, if you will, when we're looking at the breeds. And then, so that's pretty much the biggest factor for us. If you'd like a video on what breeds of chickens we have had and what breeds we currently have now, and the breeds that we are looking at getting this spring, let us know. Give me a thumbs up on that one. Don't forget to subscribe. We have lots of new content coming out. Monday, Wednesday upload schedule. Now that tonsil surgery is done and recovery is towards the end. And then the occasional Fridays, whether it is in regards to a grocery haul or a recipe or anything like that. And again, if you have had Easter eggers, and are they more grain focused or are they more foraging aside from a snowy winter? Spring, summer, and fall. What is your experience? Let us know. All right, we'll see you around next time, guys. Bye.